Hi everyone, this is Total War Therapy, and if you watch carefully the screen, you can understand why I'm quite shocked. But before that, I wanna say thanks to all the new subscribers. As you know, I was in Spain and then I got back and I got sick, so I was not able to cover all the news for the upcoming DLC. But we are back here, and today, please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content, and today we're gonna make a stats comparison between the old units of Khorne and the new units of Khorne coming with the next DLC. The first comparison is the one that probably made me more shocked, and I will explain you why. What we have here? We have 4 of the 5 most elite infantry for Khorne. And the thing that you can notice clearly at the first sight is that all of them are anti-infantry. And this is weird. If you think that factions like the Empire or Bretonia don't even have elite infantry, and Khorne has 5 elite infantry and 4 of them are anti-infantry, it's crazy. We already know the differences between the exalted bloodletters of Khorne and the chosen of Khorne with dual weapons. It's true that they are both anti-infantry, but they're actually quite different units. The bloodletters have less armor, more armor-piercing damage, magical attack, but they are demons and you know all the problems linked to that. Chosen of Khorne, they have more damage, even if less armor piercing, more armor, and they are mortals, so more reliable. But the most shocking thing here is the differences, or the not differences, between the Chosen and the new units coming for Khorne in the next DLC. Let's talk first about the Skullreapers. As you can see from the stats, the weapon strength is the same. The Chosen have a bigger weapon strength. Probably Skullreaper will have more armor-piercing damage, but it's not that remarkable to put it in the stats. The armor is better for the Chosen. The leadership is quite the same. The speed better for the Skullreapers. The melee attack is better for the Skullreaper, but the melee defense is better for the Chosen. The charge is the same. They are both mortals, both frenzy with the mark of Khorne, and now you have to explain me how the Skullreaper, that are even in a low number, because they are 60 compared to the 80 of Chosen, how the Skullreaper are supposed to be more elite than Chosen, if they have even lesser weapon strength. And with the Wrathmongers the situation is quite the same. They have still less armor than Chosen. The leadership is quite the same. The speed is like the Skullreaper. They have better melee attack than both the other units, but the melee defense is still less than the Chosen. The weapon strength is the same, even if they have more armor-piercing damage, and they have a bigger charge bonus, but they are 32, so they are less than half of the Chosen, and they are supposed to be the most elite infantry of Khorne. You have to explain me why. I mean, there will be some hidden stats, we have to consider the splash attack and many other things, but I mean, if we look at the stats, they don't look better than the Chosen. They don't look definitely better than the Chosen. I would still prefer the Chosen. They are more reliable, they have a bigger number, probably they don't have armor piercing attack, but it's not a problem, you actually get a lot with Khorne. So why should I choose the Wrathmongers and Skullreapers over the Chosen? I really think that I mean, I have my issues with the work Creative Assembly did with the Monogoth faction. I mean, there are many repetitive things, and you can see here now that you don't have main reason to prefer one unit to the other. I mean, they're not developed in a way that can offer variety. I mean, they probably they will have some new abilities, new things that I'm not taking into consideration. But at the end, you will use them all in the same way, and the Chosen are still probably the best unit here. In this next screen, we will make the stats comparison between the two anti-large infantry for Khorne, and we have the Chaos Warriors of Khorne with Albers, the old units, and the new units, the Khorngors. Actually, in this case, we have two very different units. As you can notice, the Khorngors don't have the charge reflection and the charge defense, so they are not a unit you have to use in a defensive way. And you can notice that even for the melee defense, that is 15. That is something crazy for an anti-large unit. I mean, I think I've never seen something like that. Probably there is a mistake, because I understand that the number is very, very big, but oh my god, 15 of defense. I mean, even archers have a bigger melee defense stats than that. But I'm okay. They're probably a unit you have to use with, I mean, charging little cavalry, little monsters. So it will be funny to use, I assume. They have the Mark of Khorne. There are some abilities that are not very clear for now. You can use it in the Vanguard. So yeah, in this case we have two units. They are very, very different. I'm happy with the decision of Creative Assembly to make them anti-large. They will offer their variety in the game. In this third screen we will make a comparison between the monstrous infantry of Khorne, the new one and the old one. I'm not putting here even the cow spawn because honestly I don't use them in the game. So now we have the Minotaurs of Khorne that they actually have the same stat except for the bonus, and the Bloodbeasts, that is the new unit coming in the next DLC. As you can notice, the main difference is the armor. The armor of Bloodbeast is less than half of Minotaurs, but then the leadership and speed is quite the same. The melee stats, both attack and defense, is better for the Bloodbeast, and the weapon strength is bigger even if they don't have a bonus. And the charge is quite similar anyway. Now, the Bloodbeast actually looks superior. Of course, we should study deeper the ability, but for now we don't understand them very, very well. But yeah, they are all frenzy, they have the Mark of Khorne, they are sieger attacker, and yes, even in this case, like in the infantry, I don't see actually very big differences. At the end, I think you can use them in the same way. Probably, yeah, Bloodbeasts are superior, but if you need to fight faction that they have less armor piercing damage, probably with the Minotaurs you feel safer. But yeah, even here I'm not that happy with the decision of Creative Assembly because they are look too similar. I understand that with Khorne it's all about smashing and destroying, so yeah, you cannot make the units very, very different, but I would have expected some change bigger. They could have had a very, very bigger speed, or I don't know, play with melee attack and defense in a different way. But yeah, I don't see actually very big differences to justify to use one unit or the other. In this last screen, we can make a comparison between the Bloodthirster and the Slaughterbrute, competing for the best single entity monster for Khorne. In this case, we can see that Bloodthirster is probably still the strongest dude in the town. It has a bigger weapon strength with the anti-large bonus. Instead, the Slaughterbrute has anti-infantry bonus. The charge bonus is quite the same. The melee stats are actually quite similar, very, very similar. It's weird that Slaughterbrute doesn't have magical or fire attack, but what I get is that probably is not a demon. I mean, I'm not sure about that, but I don't see in the abilities any of that, so probably just consider it a beast. And this is weird. I don't remember what's the situation for the Mutalite Vortex Beast, but it was not expecting. This is this very interesting ability of the Slaughterbrute, that is the runes of binding. That it's what they say that basically when the lord of your army will be defeated, the Slaughterbrute will root or will will go away, because it's linked in a deeper way with the lord of your army or your opponent army, and this is very, very interesting. It's a downside that I appreciate in this game. Then the armor is the same, the leadership, I mean, quite the same. The speed, it's bigger for the Bloodthirster for, I mean, obvious reason, it can fly. And yeah, in this case, I appreciate the difference. I think they are two very different units that you can use them in a very different way, even if they are both single entity monster. So I appreciate the choice. Thank you for following me. And please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content. I will do some stats comparison, probably even of the Ogre Kingdoms and the Greenskins unit. And yeah, happy to get you back here and see you very soon.